Hello everyone, I welcome you once again to this current lecture. In our last lecture, we discussed about the third important spectroscopic technique, that is the Raman spectroscopy. In that Raman spectroscopy, we studied the introduction, its principle, its working, and next important part which we completed, that is the mechanism of this Raman spectroscopy. In that we studied the two different mechanism. One is the polarizability of the molecule and second is called as the quantum theory and Raman effect. Now, in a last session of this spectroscopy, we are interested to study the different applications of this Raman spectra. What type of information we can get from this type of the spectra, so that we have to study in this current lecture. So, this Raman spectra is very much useful as far as the study of molecular structure is concerned. We get various types of the information regarding this molecular structure. So, what are the different applications? So, that we have to study one by one. So, the first important application of this Raman spectra is that it is used to solve it is useful for the study of it is useful for the study of constitution of compounds, for the study of constitution of compounds. So this is the first important application of this particular Raman spectra, that is it is very useful for solving some problems regarding the constitution of compounds. So, if we want to study the constitution of compounds, so that particular research problems can be easily solved with the help of this type of the Raman spectra. The second important application of the spectra is that from rotational Raman lines, from rotational Raman lines, from rotational Raman lines, bond length and moment of inertia, bond length and moment of inertia can be determined. Moment of inertia can be determined. So this is a second important application of this particular Raman spectra. We know that this rotational spectra, Raman spectra is of two types. One is a rotational Raman spectra, second is a vibrational Raman spectra. So, from this rotational Raman lines, that lines which is obtained due to the rotational motion of a molecule. So, from that rotational Raman lines, we can get the information for the bond length and moment of inertia. So, this is the second important application of this Raman spectra. The third important application is that from vibrational Raman lines, from vibrational Raman lines, this is the second type of spectra for this Raman, that is from vibrational Raman lines, the symmetry of molecule can be studied. Symmetry of molecule can be understand. So this is the third important application of this particular Raman spectra. Means if we get the vibrational Raman lines, from that lines we can get an idea regarding the symmetry of the molecule. The fourth important application of this spectra is that the structure of the structure of homonuclear molecules, the structure of homonuclear molecules like H2, O2, N2, etc. can be studied. Can be studied. So this is the next important application of this Raman spectra. If you want to study the structure of homonuclear molecules like H2 is there, O2 is there, N2 is there, or any homonuclear molecules, that structure we can easily study with the help of this type of the Raman spectra. The next important application of this spectra is that it is useful for the study of, it is useful for the study of physical chemistry problems, physical chemistry problems such as electrolytic dissociation, such as electrolytic dissociation, hydrolysis, ionic equilibria, ionic equilibria in solution. So this is a next important application of this spectra, means we can study the problems in physical chemistry, that problems may arises in a solution state, such as electrolytic dissociation. If we consider the electrolyte, whether that electrolyte is a weak electrolyte or strong electrolyte, so that type of the electrolytic dissociation can be understood with the help of this Raman spectra. Then hydrolysis phenomena can be studied, the ionic equilibria. So this is an important concept in this physical chemistry. So these problems which arises in a solution state can be easily understood with the help of this type of the Raman spectra. So these are the some important applications for this Raman spectra. So what are that applications? So first is it is used for the study of constitution of compounds. From rotational Raman lines, the bond length and moment of inertia can be determined. From vibrational Raman lines, symmetry of molecule can be understood. The structure of homonuclear molecules like H2, O2, N2, etc. can be studied. And the last important application is that it is useful for the physical chemistry problems like electrolytic dissociation, hydrolysis, ionic equilibrium in solution. So this is a simple point called as the applications of Raman spectra. What are the different applications in various field of this chemistry? So these are the some important applications of this particular Raman spectra. The last one important point from this spectroscopy is that we have to study the points of differentiation between the two spectroscopy, that is how this Raman spectroscopy can be differentiated with that of the infrared spectroscopy. So some points of differentiation we have to take into consideration. So the first point as far as this Raman and IR spectrum is concerned is that Raman spectroscopy is obtained due to the scattering of light by vibrating molecules. We know very well that this Raman spectroscopy is of the type of scattering of light. This is obtained due to the scattering of light by the vibrating molecules. On the other hand, this infrared spectroscopy is due to absorption of light by vibrating molecules. So this is the first point of differentiation between these two spectroscopy. First is obtained due to scattering of light, while second is obtained due to the absorption of the light. The second important point of differentiation is that Raman spectrum arises due to the changes in the molecular polarizability during rotational and vibrational motion of the molecules. We know very well that in order to a molecule to be Raman active, there must be change in its polarizability during rotational and vibrational motion of molecule can be takes place. Then and then only that molecule must be Raman active. On the other hand, this infrared spectrum arises due to the presence of permanent dipole moment which changes during the vibration. On the other hand, for this infrared spectroscopy, that molecule must be IR active when it must have the permanent dipole moment. The third important point of differentiation is that Raman spectrum, this method is very accurate but not as sensitive. It is accurate but not the sensitive. On the other hand, this IR spectrum method is very accurate as well as sensitive also. And the last important point of differentiation is that Raman spectrum, in a Raman spectrum, homonuclear diatomic molecules are often found to be Raman active, while homonuclear diatomic molecules are not found to be IR active. So these are the some important points of differentiation between Raman spectrum and infrared spectrum. So in this way, we completed here the two important points from this Raman spectra. The first important point is what are the applications of this particular Raman spectra. So we discuss here 5 different applications of this Raman spectra as well as the differentiation between Raman spectrum to that of the infrared spectrum. So these two important points we completed in this current lecture. Now remaining points from this chapter, that are the some numericals, how to solve the numerical based upon the various equations which we come across up to this lecture. So that numericals we will take in a next lecture. After that, this is a conclusion of this chapter after this numerical taking. So we take some selective numericals on different equations. After that, that is the conclusion of this particular chapter. So that numericals we will take in the next lecture. So with this, today I stop here. Thank you so much.